Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Wait, you started before it went. Now it's on.
Oh, hey guys. Welcome to Waste Not Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and we take junk and make it over. Today, we are using craft supplies from the thrift store. If you've been here for a while, you know we always say it's better to buy things from the thrift store and make them over than buy new. And so that's what we're making today.
Specifically, I'm going to use this rake real quick. There we go. Specifically these corbels. Originally, these are, I think you can get these at most hardware stores. They were selling for around, I think like $16 to $20 a piece, various different designs. And they're designed to go hang on and for like a shelf. But I'm thinking make them more of like a bookend type situation. Oh yeah, see, I
got it.
You got it. You were able to stab it.
Yeah.
But we've got two, and I got the little hanging hardware packets. We'll send these with them if someone wants to do that.
These are made in the USA.
Yeah.
Beaumont, Texas, Phoenix Millwork.
And then also a few weeks ago, we got this wood round, and I picked up this pillar candlestick. The faux situation is going to get unscrewed and pulled out. I don't even know if it works, but that's getting removed, and then we're going to paint this, glue it down, and then we have various other things that just need to get done.
If you guys want to get paint products, you can get them at
JamieRayVintage.com.
All right, I'm going to use some clay in my Iron Orchid Designs mold just to add some detail to these. I can't decide if I want to do something long and skinny or
that's
short
gross.
and chubby. What? Oh, like the glue that was in there? It's not gross. It just is what it is.
That's rusty a little.
I probably would have used resin so that way it would set up faster, but we are out of resin.
I did use it all.
We had a project.
Oh, don't talk about my project that I did while you were gone.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be a surprise on today's video, and Jamie and Zeb, I'm going to get that done by this evening.
Are you showing them the way it looks now with the clothes not organized and the baskets and stuff?
Well, now you told them. Just told them.
I didn't tell them.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't tell them.
What other project would it be? It's fine.
The shop. Just close there. All right.
It'll be all right. The video will still go up, and it'll be great.
Caitlin said it could be a few different things. See, she's got my back. All right, I'm gonna add some mold here because we need some extra.
I gotta scrape these off for you.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna get that painted and make that pedestal.
My hole on here is very tiny. Can you open it somehow?
I mean, that might be what you get for a minute. I don't have anything to make that.
Don't have the strength to get enough glue around the edge on that. I need all the way around.
Hold on.
Also, Caitlin, do we still have these shirts or do I need to order more? This is literally like my favorite shirt. I like the way it fits and the like, it's kind of faded cream, and I need to probably find out the actual shirt that it is and get more of them with different things on them. How was my trip? I mean, I went to a funeral in Arizona when it's 100 degrees outside, so it was hot, it was sad, but I enjoyed seeing my family and I'm glad to be home. There is no place like home. And I drove 11 hours yesterday. And Odelia drove a couple, but I drove most of that myself. And I don't normally drive. My knee hurts from driving. I mean, like, you want all the particulars.
I usually do all of the driving.
Well, you don't like the way I drive.
At home and abroad.
And then we stopped and ate dinner last night, and my steak was overcooked. We had Mexican food while I was there, and surprisingly enough, the Mexican dinner was just a sad.
Which is hard because you were in Arizona.
It was a sad display of Mexican food for Arizona.
They share a border with Mexico. Like, it should be awesome.
But the actual, like, being with my family is always good. And we went thrifting. The thrifting was good. I don't even think Zeb's seen all the stuff.
I unloaded it.
Yeah, somebody put one of the boxes in the pantry because there was tortillas on the top, but the rest is just stuff from.
Oh, I put that in there thinking it was food that needed to get put up.
We had bought gluten-free tortillas for Odelia, and I didn't leave them there because my sister's not going to eat them. I just brought them home.
Gotcha. Well, you got more stuff than I thought then.
Oh yeah, I did good. I spent probably, oh,
We
maybe
do-
$150.
We do need to go get a bunch of stuff today. We're probably going to start at the bins and then we'll work our way through some Goodwills.
Oh, today we're going to the bins. Can we go to the bins in the morning?
We could go tomorrow if you need some traveling detox time.
Yeah, and it's going to be 100 degrees today. That's gross. All right, I got my, although this goes like,
It said it was going to be 100. Did you put it upside down?
well, yeah.
For how we're going to use it?
Well, if you're going to use it for a bookshelf, it would go this way.
That was, well, you can use it for a shelf or you could use it as a corbel for like a bookend.
Like this is how it would go on a shelf. So I'm going to do it that way because if it's...
Do it for a shelf because that makes more sense.
It's okay. I got you.
Honestly, it's a busy enough pattern. It doesn't look bad. I'm going to raise this up. I feel like half my head's cut off.
Trying to decide. I don't think I'm going to do it on both sides. I think I'm just going to do it on one side. So I need to... I'm going to do it this side. So that way, on the outside of the shelves. Assholes. Do you not have to let the clay harden before gluing it on? No, you glue it on when it is
It's actually will adhere super good if you do it while it's still wet.
Yeah,
You do have to be careful with it because you're right. You could mush some stuff around if you're not very careful. But as it dries, it's basically like wood fibers and things in this clay. I think not 100%. It used to be, we used to call it paper clay. I think it's the same formula. But
this is the lock and key mold, in case anybody is wondering.
But yeah, it'll all dry together and make it super strong. Okay, I'm gonna get some paint on this because she's using those and I can't peel the back off of it anymore. And I have been loving Provincial this week, so I'm gonna use some more of it. So you guys might, depending on when the jamboree is, I think Redrick's team is the last to play. No, it's getting pre-recorded.
I wasn't going to tell them. I was going to see if they noticed.
Oh, they'll notice. They always know. Leslie announces it. Like Leslie, she's like, they're pre-recorded.
Leslie, your job is to not say anything Saturday. All of you guys that are my regular watchers, Saturday don't say anything and see if anybody else notices. We're gonna, and then
Redrick's game is late.
We'll like pretend to be like, hey, and say hi, hey to different people that normally are on there.
Answer random questions that we did on the channel.
His game's at 8 or something.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
But it's fine. I feel like we are we're done it enough that we're good. We can do.
I was watching it. It felt like we were still live.
Like we don't need, we could keep the conversation going, just the two of us. I used to work at a nursing home and it was like my superpower to talk to like people that were nonverbal because I could keep a conversation going by myself. It's a skill, really. How long does it take to get paint? We usually ship within 10 business days. If you have an order you have questions about, you can email info@jamierayvintage.com. Or if you need something rushed, we are happy to do that if it's something we have in stock. So you can also email info@jamierayvintage.com with the order number and we'll take care of you. We are getting caught back up. We were behind from the IOD sale that we had, and then the Kent was a really popular color of the month. We actually have the very last of the Kent that needs to be ordered, shipped coming today because the warehouse ran out of paint.
It was very popular. It's a great color. One of
Clear
the
Salvation
best.
Solution won't be in until the fall. So if you need Salvation Solution between now and then, you're gonna have to use white. And if it's too thick, you can just water it down. Just use it. You might have to use a couple of coats, but you can water down Salvation Solution. It just loses some of its power when you water it down, but if you do multiple coats, then it's the same.
Okay, tack coat on that. I think, should I do this a contrasting color or should I just do it Provincial?
I don't know.
I'm going to do contrasting. I think, well, it depends on what transfer I do on there. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll do I'll do some decoupage.
Can you grab me a heat gun?
Yes.
I am going to paint the back of this just because I don't know what people are doing with it, but I'm not going to do 52 layers of paint on the back. Oh, also the milk paint color of the month is Mercantile, which is like a really soft gray white. It's very, very pale. I don't know that we have any, so I won't be able to show you, but I am going to be using milk paint. So put that there.
All right, I'm going to move your phone and other electronics away from your heat gun.
Oh, I need an apron. I need to go through a lot of my clothes and get rid of my paint clothes. I actually don't have too much paint on my clothes these days. I'm pretty good at getting that out. But yeah, I should grab my apron. I was in a hurry. Arizona's an hour behind, and we stayed up really late every night, so I didn't get up till like 7, which is like 8 o'clock our time, so it's not quite awake. And I slept on the couch while I was there, and like that may not sound awesome, but like my sister's couch is pretty great. I could have slept on an air mattress, but if I have to choose between an air mattress and a couch, it's going to be a couch all day long. I hate air mattresses.
Yes, you do.
Zeb
Although
knows.
sleeping on them by yourself might be all right.
No,
It's just when you sleep on them with me, there's always I am definitely way more, and you will sleep in my armpit all night.
no, my sister's couch is legendary. Everybody talks about like napping on it and how great it is, and it's like very true. So yeah, you can water down your cottage color, absolutely, if it gets thick, because if you don't have the lid on super tight, it'll start to set up. If it gets all the way solid, you can't, like, water's not going to help it because that sealer has set in. But
so all the paints we use are water based, so whatever you need to do, if you want to dry them out, you can. If you want to thicken them or thin them out, you can. All right, I was going to get a contrasting color, and I got you heat guns.
The 100% best part of my trip is I have the absolute cutest great nieces and nephews. And so I got to spend a lot of time with them, and that was fun for me. I love kids. Adults, it's debatable. But kids are fun. The older I get, the more I can appreciate it. And it's more of a novelty because I am not dealing with small humans here. So everything they do is just cute and funny to me. Whereas when I was in the thick of it, you know, with little kids, it was like, oh, it'd be nice to have an adult conversation. And now I'm like, oh, it'd be nice to have a kid conversation. My husband always sends me flying in the air when we're on an air mattress. Oh, Zeb just sends me flying in his armpit. He weighs too much. I don't weigh enough. And that's just the way it is.
I got juniper out. This brush needs some help. I was putting it in a...
I'm using cottage color and
container.
anvil as just a base coat to like, almost like what a stain would be, just to though that way when it distresses back, it distresses back to that. But I'm probably going to do 2 coats to be a little bit more sealer.
So I had a small little plastic
Oh, did you move my
container.
phone?
I moved it back over there.
I didn't even notice that you did that.
Well, you burned it last week, so
I did get a new cover for it. So even though I burned it,
it's got like a little...
It's got a little damage to the screen, but it's really fine.
Just doesn't show color there anymore. It's just bright white all the time.
It is a work phone, okay? So it does work.
Well, and you've only got to deal with it a couple months, and the new upgrades will be
Did you
around.
not get this off all the way through?
I know you took it and started putting mold on it.
Can you pass me that?
Yep. So I got on with my own projects.
Probably your best option today. I'm going to try to stay focused.
Do you need some help though? I'm worried you're going to slip and cut yourself now.
Well, I mean, I can do hard things. I almost, oh my goodness, had a breakdown. So we're trying to film with my phone in the car. Adelia's getting the shots, you know, as you get into the thrift store, and it's not filming. Like it just keeps turning off. And I am pulling over the side of the road, dumping footage because I'm horrible about that. I cleared up 800 or 200 gigabytes, got me down to 800 because I have a terabyte on my phone. Still not working, still not working. So I film inside the store, it's fine. And then I try to do it again to get shots before we go to the next door. And it's just not working. And I'm like, I can do things without Zeb. Why is my phone not working? I film every week. These are the shots that I'm in charge of getting. I'm the one that gets the shots because Zeb's driving. While we're driving, like this, I know what I'm doing. It's ridiculous. Why? And we had it was already stressful anyways, because I knew I was gonna have to edit Monday's video, and I have not edited for like 2 years. It's software I never use. Like literally, that's the first time I've edited in 2 years with software I've never used.
It worked
before.
out great. The video is awesome.
It's funky on the end, but that's because I'll tell you that in a second. But anyways, I was like, I could do things without Zeb. Also, my car was running out of gas, so I had to stop and go get gas.
She had to get her own gas.
I don't normally pump my own gas because Zeb drives more than I do, so he always gets gas. Anyways, I was hooked to Apple CarPlay. And that is why it was not filming only when we were in the car. But
it's like, hey, you're supposed to be driving right now. You can't film.
I wasn't. Odelia was trying to do it. Anyways, I figured it out. So I unhooked from Apple CarPlay. And Odelia's like, I could film on my phone. I'm like, but the problem is, like, the quality is better on my phone. And then I went to edit the video. And towards the end, it was like dumping me out, which is what the old app used to do when I used to edit before. That's why I stopped, because my app stopped working. And so I was having PTSD. And so I just put up the video the way it was, even though the music was screwed up, because I couldn't fix it. And it was getting to be late in the day. And I had like 100 clips. I couldn't just text those to Zeb. He sent me clips because he had less anyways. So the video got
very ethereal. I'm just talking with the music going. It's fine.
Most people don't make it till the end anyway, so it's all right. But I will,
yeah,
you know,
only,
you live, you
only
learn.
23% of you watch about 80% of the video, and only about 10% watch the whole video.
Yeah, so it was just the end that was screwed up. So those 10%
a lot of
you,
people
I'm
don't
sorry.
even see the end, or they skip through it.
Which is fine. So it's whatever it is, it's done. And now I actually am better equipped. I don't know why it was dumping me out like that at the end though. But we got to keep doing it so that way when we go to England, I can edit because
I do drive everywhere there, and we have sometimes we'll have an hour or so in between places, and Jamie can get a video.
But do you
up
have
in an
to
hour.
have internet when you're editing?
Yes, but it's enough. Like you don't have to have fast internet. It just has
but
to.
we don't have a lot of internet.
It just has to load the app. We'll see if we have to get home and.
We're running around on 3G when we're in England. All you people live in the countryside of England, I'm sorry.
I could bring the Starlink. It's just a little extra a month to do the international
That would
package.
be so funny driving around with Starlink.
But that internet worked good when we were camping.
No, that would be helpful. That would make me feel better.
Then we would never have to even worry about how the
but don't
internet
you have to
is.
strap it to the roof, or can it be inside?
On the ceiling.
Yeah, I was thinking about renting a Land Rover Defender. So maybe it would have a rack you could strap it to, but that's weird. I guess you could bring zip ties or something.
I do like the Defenders. Can we get an old one? Is that a thing?
Yeah, the music was supposed to be over the stuff at the end. But then I had clips on the front, and then it decided to kick me out of the editing software, and I panicked, and I just saved it the way it was, and then I actually clipped it on my phone, clipped the front end off, and I was just like, it is what it is.
Are you using Anvil?
Yeah, I'm using Anvil.
For a second, I was like, man, that weathered wood is dark.
No, the Anvil. Sometimes done is better than perfect, and that is how the video went up yesterday.
It's still fun. You know, I'm discovering we might have to break the camper out more. You guys love it when we thrift in other states and other places.
The problem is that our shop needs us, our employees need us. We've been gone more than we usually are. We haven't been gone a ton for summer. We just normally never go anywhere.
Yeah.
And we're going away for Labor Day weekend. We're going to be in California with my friends and thrifting with Debbie.
Yeah, we also have like a video to do with Debbie.
So like we have a trip at the end of August, beginning of September. Then we're going to be in England in October, but then we're not. Oh, and then we're going to Arizona in November.
Yeah, so we've got consistent trips. Also, don't forget, we got some hunting to do in there.
Yeah, but we're not missing videos.
That's going to be like a daytime thing. We're close enough to the area we can like stay at home and drive.
Oh, I meant to do the top. Huh?
A big drip right there in the front. All right, I'll be done here with mine shortly. Should I decoupage or transfer? While I'm key gunning here, weigh in on the comments. You want
I
to
did
see a
inlays on the
decoupage?
other ones, but
Oh, inlay could be good. I'd have to do another coat of paint, but that's fine.
Davina says, I thought the video was great. Done is better than perfect, right? That's some people are perfectionists and they literally cannot do stuff like that. I'm a good enoughist, and you guys probably already know that by now.
Yeah, if you've watched like 5 videos, you know.
But after what I realized with being a good enougist is Zeb and I tend to get more projects finished and things more the way that we want because we're good enoughists. And then you go to people's houses that are perfectionists, and unless they have a lot of money and they hire a lot of people, they have like a few areas of like really goodness, and they have a lot of stuff they don't get to because they can't do it perfect. So they don't even do it.
Well, and because we do enough projects, we're able to get it to the point where it's functional, working.
And then we circle back.
And then we can come back and
although we have
perfect
not
it.
circle back to the kitchen.
No, that's coming. I told you, winter time is inside.
I just need you to cut some beadboard for the side of that cabinet.
Oh, that's what you're worried about?
Yeah.
I don't even see that when I go over there.
We also need to repaint some
maybe
of
it's
these
because
cabinets.
you're shorter, you can see it
We need
more.
to like third coat these cabinets before they get gross.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to be scrubbing them.
I'm good at scrubbing.
Editing videos is hard. So I use, if you're not like super great at editing, I would say Adobe Violet is a pretty easy software on your phone, but you have to be good at filming. And I mean that in the most polite way, but some people film way too much. They start, then they talk, then they stop. I'm like so well trained. The only clips I really had to edit were Zeb's.
I realized that like some of that I meant to be B-roll and you just like cut the clip and drop it up above. But I was like, I bet she doesn't know how to do that.
Nope, I don't.
Just drag it up
on
top.
my clips on the beginning of that video, I literally just dropped them in the timeline and I didn't edit any of that because I knew it was going to be hard. So it's very concise with what I said, with how I like when I turn the camera on, when I turn the camera off. If I had a clip that was going to need to be edited, I just deleted it and redid it. And it made the editing process so much easier. And the other thing too is like your clip should be between 5 and 15 seconds at most. 30 seconds is a really long clip. And if you keep your clips really short, editing's not a problem. And Zeb used to film really long.
I used to just set the camera up and let it sit there, and then I'd have 10 minutes.
Yeah, do a lot of time
10 minutes of footage that needed cut out.
Yeah. Some videos give you motion sickness. Some people's, yeah, hopefully I don't. I walk fast, so I would literally have to slow the video footage down.
You also move fast, like when you're doing camera.
Yeah, it's like in real time.
But that's like really how fast she's looking at things.
Yeah. And then if I slowed it down, then it would slow down my voice and that would be weird. So it's good. If it's too hard and you can't get videos up, then it doesn't do anybody any good. So you just kind of have to find the rhythm that works for you. Filming.
I'm gonna go set this in the sun. It needs some sun time. It says it's gonna be 100 today. It said that a couple days ago too, and we did not actually hit 100. We only hit like 96, I think. So I'm hopeful that it's wrong and we don't actually hit 100, because usually we have about 12 days over 100 in through the summer. But
Megan says, I love the short you did of slamming all the nasty comments. I actually wasn't trying to like slam nasty comments. I was just trying to be funny. Some of them are just the way I
But also, if you make nasty comments, you get what you get. Like, don't be mean.
You mess around, you will. And there is going to be a second, the We Do Not Care Club, because there was a lot of people that put some good comments in there about what they didn't care about. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make another video. Somebody said I should tag the We Do Not Care gal. She actually does not care if people tag her. She said so in one of the videos. So if you haven't, you should follow I'm Just Melanie or whatever. But I wasn't like copying her specifically. Like, it's about reselling, which is definitely not the thing she doesn't care about. Hers are more menopause based. Mine is just reselling.
And just to the point in life where she's like, that does not bother me, and I'm not
people
going to
are like,
worry
oh,
about
you're not Christian if you don't care. We've had a few of those comments. I'm like, I care about their eternal salvation and I love them. I just don't care about their opinion, and that doesn't make me not Christian. Sorry.
Listen, everybody knows There's people in your family that you love, but that you cannot stand to hang out with. And that's just life. And you're nice to them. And, you know, you smile and wave when you have to, but that doesn't mean you got to go out of your way. If they need help, you're there, you show up, right? But
well, that's the people that are like manipulative and abusive. For the most part, like my siblings, my mom and dad, your mom and dad, I like being around all of them. I don't know if they like being around me, but
well, and like family looks all different ways. Like it could be extended cousins, in-laws, you know.
yeah.
Everybody's got the people that they know what I'm talking about. And that's where you do come in, and you know, you gotta rely on Jesus some and just do your best.
My sisters and I are funny because we can be irritated 1 minute and then we're like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll do better. We move on.
In Sunday school, since we're on the topic, we've been talking. I teach the 14 to 16-year-olds. I got moved from the 16 to 18 down to 14 to 16-year-olds. And we've been talking about giving grace and also allowing people to have their agency and do what they're going to do, and realize that just because someone makes a decision and chooses something doesn't mean that you have to.
My mother-in-law says she likes me because she always knows where I stand. I don't mind having offer. I feel like communication is really important. And I also think if you're having issue with somebody, especially like in your family, like interfamilial connections or whatever, think about the way you react to them. I think the hardest thing for me is when you tell somebody that you don't want to do something and they keep pushing you. I hate that. Like if you push me, like if I tell you no, that is a full and complete sentence. And if you push me, then I'm less likely to do anything you want me to do, because I'm not. But if you don't push me, I feel like I like to give service and do nice things for people. But when I tell you that I don't want to do something, I don't need reasoning on why to do it.
Well, and we don't usually say no very often, right? Like if we say no, we've got pretty hard and fast reasons why we're telling you that.
Yeah. Or if somebody has to say, I know you're busy, but I'm like, okay, well, if you knew I was busy, like, don't say that then. I feel like it's a stage of life.
Maybe the way they could approach it is, hey, I got kind of an emergency. Can you do this?
Yes, oh, well, that's different. I know if it's an emergency, it's different. But if there's just like, I'd like to do this with you, but you're busy. I'm busy. And sometimes my busy is I'm taking time to hang out by the pool or spending time with my kids. Zeb and I are actually not busy nonstop because we are better at this stage in our life, and just, or at least I'm better. Zeb has to follow along because we're together, and just taking time to just hang out and do.
I would work nonstop. Jamie was gone, and I had planned on like going and doing some shooting and, you know, really tweaking with some reloading settings and stuff, because I really love like long range, like competitive shooting these days. I don't get to do very much of that, but I like watching it and seeing what they're doing. And I was going to go out to the range early in the morning and do that a bunch. But then I also like gave myself this project I worked on while I was gone. And I realized after like day one, I was going to pretty much have to work on it like in all my free time when I wasn't doing stuff with the kids, or I wasn't going to get it done before she got back. Like I had a couple of nights, like 3 a.m. I'm like, well, I probably should pack it in. We got to take kids to agility and practices at like 7:38 in the morning, things like that. But no one was making me do it. I just started this project and I'm like, well, now I got to finish it. And that would be our whole life if Jamie wasn't like, hey, I'm tired. I'm going to sit here by the pool.
Well, I mean, what's the point of having a nice house and a nice pool if you don't enjoy it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kaylin says, that's how she is. I think that's a Trey Wheeler from Grandma Rose. I said no to someone trying to market a product to us yesterday and they kept pushing and I hit the block button. Oh, yeah. Yep. No is a full and complete sentence. And a lot of people, have like FOMO, so they're worried that they're going to miss out on stuff. But it's okay if like people do stuff without me. I'm all right with that. I've heard of people saying people have phobia, fear of being included.
That's me.
No, it's actually more me than you.
I'm busy with my my own stuff.
Who says, I don't know how people get bored. There's always something to be done. Yeah. Well, at the stage in life I'm at, I'm like, I definitely can keep myself busy.
Did anybody comment decoupage or?
Oh, I don't even know. We were talking
transfers?
about stuff. Leslie says she hates when people cry to trap you. Oh yeah. Or they call you. They've had like a billion years to think about something. They drop a bomb on you and then want you to respond. If you got to drop a bomb on me, could you please shoot me a text message? Say, this is something I'd like to discuss. And let's get back together in like a week. And then give me time to process it. And then you'll get a better response.
Barb's Ann says that she's watching the videos all the way through.
Yeah, lots of people say they're watching them to the end.
I know these people that are on right now watching us live.
You guys are my people.
They get us.
All right, I don't want to.
All right, I can't see anyone that really cared one way or the other. There's a lot of comments.
This is the We Do Not Care Club. They don't care what you do, just do it.
Oh, transfers. They're saying transfers.
There's transfers behind you.
Oh, someone said inlay. That could be fun.
There are transfers behind you.
Oh, Leslie did say decoupage or transfers. Decoupage. It looks like we're mixed. We're pretty mixed on there.
Also, one of the things I've learned as I get older is not everybody communicates the same. So you may be saying something, but if you're not very clear, they might not understand you.
All right, I'm going to go grab.
Some people do not take social cues. And if that's the case, then you just have to be very blunt.
I think I saw most everybody was wanting transfers. I saw 4 or 5 transfers.
The transfer scraps are behind you, sweetie.
Oh.
I'm sealing this also with gloss because I've decided I really want my milk paint to chip. So two coats of anvil just isn't going to do it for me. So we're just getting layers on here. I don't even know if these are sold, but whoever buys them, they're going to be good. You received your cake plate yesterday. It was packed great. That's awesome. That makes me happy. We have really good packers.
All right. You know, I'm noticing a trend. We have similar scraps left over that you don't use from the same transfers every time.
Oh.
We have brocante here. I think we still have stock on these. IOD is out of a ton of stuff. They tell us the resupply is happening soon, so we should have a lot of the regular stuff. We do have
brocante.
Yep.
We may have like 1 seeds, but I want to get some stuff shipped out before I add that back.
This is like a brand new transfer.
You just grabbed it.
Well, there's another one in here.
But that's a brand new one you grabbed to do the video on Monday that I took out of stock.
Do we have 2 brand new brocantes? Yeah, pretty much.
No, that one has a lot of stuff used out of it.
Oh yeah, this
one
one
does. I like the birds, but I don't want to use it on that because it needs to be on a long, skinny
It needs to be
thing.
wider. So this is the brocante transfer. You get 8 sheets, and they're this size.
Ooh. I'm sealing this not because you have to, but because I milk paint it. Just for those.
What if I just put this little sheep like right in the middle?
What?
What do you think about that? That little sheep.
I like sheep.
Right in the middle.
Sheep are good.
I think I'm doing it.
The sheep gonna look like it's floating though. Got way too much sheep on here.
Oh, you're right. It will look like it's floating unless I do it like on the bottom of one side. What about this? I think I like this too with the butterflies. We'll ground it down here and then this can go across. We'll do that one.
Sounds like a plan. You should probably just dip out of a bowl instead of pouring your sealer on stuff, but this is what I'm doing today. So
you know, I realized something while you were gone. and I think this trickles over from my childhood, from when I would watch my brothers and sisters, because I'm the oldest of 6 kids. The house stays pretty clean
when I'm gone.
because I'm just thinking through my head, like,
it's probably clean
like if
because you had to clean up after yourself and I wasn't here, and so you
I
actually
did do that, but also
because I'm a picker upper.
Like I was home a lot with the kids. I wasn't out like thrifting or doing anything. And so if there's like a shoes somewhere, I'm like, hey, get your shoes. Hey, get your cup. Hey, did you reload the dishwasher? Hey.
I think you
like if they made a dish, I was literally like, I'd come down the stairs. I'm like, hey, your grilled cheese pan's still on the stove.
I think that you take more responsibility for keeping the house picked up when I'm not here. When I'm here, you're like,
I did the same thing as a kid.
I know, but
when I was like a teenager watching my siblings,
why don't you
my
do it
parents
while
would
I'm
come
home?
back from an evening out and the house would be like we were working the whole time.
But why don't you do it when I'm home?
Oh, because I'm busy when you're home doing work stuff. We work a lot when we're together.
You worked while I was gone. I think it's just because you know that I will pick up after people and do it, because I pick up after you a lot too. I don't know if you know.
Yeah,
that.
but don't pick up after me. Just remind.
No, it's easier to just, by the time I tell you, I can just pick it up.
I was trying to create a habit in the children to basically,
Well,
if they cook food, clean it up, because your maid doesn't live here and our youngest is 11.
Your maid's out of town.
No. I did like 8 loads of laundry while you were gone. I can't even believe it. Like, I don't even know who I am anymore.
What?
I did 8 loads of laundry while you were gone.
I know you also don't do laundry.
That is something that I don't do. Jamie's very good about
I have to
rotating.
get my own gas. You have to get laundry. These are just the things.
Look at us growing and branching out.
I don't like it. I don't really love laundry either, but I do it. I actually need to clean the laundry room because people did laundry that do not. I don't like, how do you mess up a laundry room? Wash, dry, take it out. But it doesn't happen that way.
So one of those baskets is clean. I think it's Odelia's clothes. And that was there before you left.
Well, I will definitely be going
there.
through it because I like my laundry room tidy. It's more fun to do laundry in, if that could even be a thing. And I have laundry to do from being out of town.
We need to get some more cabinets above the washer and dryer. Maybe
that could be another project.
Next thing.
Before we do anything else, can we please finish the mudroom and the kitchen?
Oh, if we're going to do the mudroom, I need to do it while it's warm.
Yeah, because we got to go out the door.
I got a tile
and then
the door.
You're not going to like this, but you're probably going to have to completely Bondo that door and move the handle up because it's going to be ridiculously low if you raise the floor. It's going to be worse. All right, I'm just heat gunning this top coat so that I can get my milk paint on here. The people that tell me, they're like, I can't get my milk paint to chip. You need resist. I used gloss sealer on this. It's shiny. The raw wood, you're not going to get chippy.
All right, so these IOD transfers are super easy. The best tip that I can give you is make sure that your paint's dry and your surface is clean and dust free. If you got any kind of dust, it's basically like putting a sticker in the dirt and hoping it's going to stick to something.
I'm going to let these air dry for a second.
And also, if your paint is not dry enough, I'm not necessarily talking cured. I mean, you watched me just paint it, but I heat gunned it. This is like 500 degrees. I mean, I was moving it around so we didn't get paint bubbling, but it's dry. If it's cool to the touch or like tacky, your transfer is not going to stick. What you'll do is you'll pull the paint up instead of transferring down on top of the paint. The paint will stick to the back of the transfer and pull up where the transfer is.
I'm probably just going to get these corbels done because there's a lot of steps here.
Well, they're looking really good black. We don't
They're
do
gonna
just
keep getting
plain black
layers.
ever. And afterwards, burnish. You can use the white backer. This works really well, or the other sheet. They're both, this actually is a little slicker, more waxy feeling. We're just making sure it's adhered down really well. There's no air bubbles, nothing lifting. Yep, that's good.
I'm using Flour Sack, and if you're just tuning in, we do have Mercantile that is a white gray, more gray than white probably, that's on sale 35% off the month of August 2025.
Jamie and I were talking to Kazaya at the shop this morning, and she was talking about the new stencil release, and she's like, I can't believe the 12th is already next Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday?
Right?
The 12th of August is already next Tuesday. We got new paper subscriptions. They will be September's because we do a month.
Yeah, I just sent
It's
in
like
my
half the month.
designs that I should have proofs there shortly for next week for the next month's stencils.
Our anniversary, not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after is our anniversary. So we're like, oh man, that just, school starts next week. A lot of people have already started, like my sister's kids in Arizona, my sister's kids in Alabama. They're already back to school.
Alabama's not back. She's just going to preschool.
No,
They're
even
back?
Sadie's kids.
Oh, that's
My
true.
brother
I
has
forgot he
moved
moved back from Germany.
From Germany this week, and their kids started, like they got in on Sunday night from Germany, jet lag and everything, and started school Monday.
If you want to see if you want to know the surprise, you got to watch the Jamie and Zeb video. It's going up later today.
Yep.
It'll probably be in stories and stuff, so you can follow along there.
Okay, a little bit of distress. I feel like you don't have to distress, but I feel like it makes it look like it's part of the piece versus just sitting on top of the piece when you distress.
So I used warm water, and I'm using a fork to mix it up. This is primarily how I make milk paint, but if you use an immersion blender and a bigger cup, you're going to get smoother paint, but I don't really care because I want it to look old and chippy. Yeah, old school it was Memorial Day to Labor Day you had off because you had a lot of farm kids working in the fields and helping their family on the family farm. And then you always got off around fall, like when the final harvest was. We have fall break for hunting and stuff. Leslie says she loves that. Did this one sell? I don't even know.
It is sold.
Did these sell?
I don't remember who got it though. I don't think those corbels have sold, but they were looking at me this morning, and I was like, craft supplies.
Fine. This still needs a little.
The wax got so warm out there in the sun, it's like all melty on this. And you won't see this part. It's going to be permanently encapsulated under the glue, but I'm going to wipe it out anyway.
Just really want to make sure the sealer is like all the way dry.
All right, this was pretty slick metal, like really shiny. So it's going to take 3 coats here to get full coverage. Just keep that in mind. You don't have to sand, but sometimes if something's super shiny, if you just hit it real quick with like some 220 grit sandpaper, it'll save you some time painting. So it's like a toss-up. If it's not shiny, like this wood took the paint really good. A lot of people have been asking us, what do I use on like a tabletop? We got a question yesterday about using like a vanity, like a sink vanity, kind of like what we did. If you guys remember or have watched our house makeover videos, we have a couple of old hutch and buffet that we've used to put our sinks in the bathrooms on a couple of them.
I'm actually planning on swapping out the one in our bathroom in the next year or so. And just
she
doing
needs
one
more
big
storage.
cabinet all the way across. The buffet is cute. And I think I'll keep the buffet in the kids' bathroom because they don't really keep their stuff organized anyway, so they don't need any more space. But I do. So
but the if you're using cottage colors, all that to say, if you're using cottage colors, it does have a built-in sealer in it, and it is outdoor rated. It would work great for that application. Just know that it's just like a regular sealer. If you were going to do 4 or 5 coats on top of a table to get really great coverage and durability, you're going to need to do 4 or 5 coats of paint as well.
This was raw wood, so I didn't put any extra bond in it. If you were doing this on wood with a finish, it might all chip off. And it might all chip off anyways because I'm forcing the issue. So we'll find out what's going to happen. Now it's starting to get really chippy. I'll just leave it alone for a minute. I always feel like your best bet is just like paint it, then wet distress it if you need to. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna book us a room for our anniversary just for overnight, and then we could just go thrifting on Monday because we'll already be in Salt Lake. That would be fun. Just gotta make sure we've got the adults here on board with us being gone for a night. I don't think it'll be a problem.
Odelia said she could do it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. It's pretty chill. Eliza and Redrick are 16 and 14. I almost feel like once our kids start driving, they hardly even need us anymore, except for to put money in their bank account for gas and things.
And to occasionally tell them no.
Yeah, they do need that.
The whole idea is that I want these to look old, not like they were painted today. So if you're just tuning in and you're like, why is she just layering crap on there? That's the reason. And I base coated it because I want the dark to peek through the black.
All right, I'm all done touching this up. Using provincial. This was juniper on here.
Did Jack go to the prices?
He must have. He's coming back.
Did Mindy babysit him a lot?
We did do some back to school shopping while you were gone. I think
I
we're
have
pretty
no
much
idea
done.
what Jack and Redrick are going to wear to school, but they're dressed.
They did.
Did you get Jack new shoes? Because he needed one new pair of new shoes.
We did not get him new shoes. We have those white ones you got.
Yeah, but those are too big.
Oh, are they?
So he has the ones we thrifted that fit him, and I just wanted to get him one other pair.
Okay.
I'll just go like the Nike outlet or whatever.
Yep, he needs shoes, but that's it. I mean, he's got.
Or maybe I'll get him Vans.
He might need us. He has lots of clothes to wear. What he might need us to do is to go through and get everything out that's got like holes or rips or stains, so that he doesn't, because he'll just wear it. Yeah. He doesn't care.
You're looking very spiffy today in your plaid shirt.
Oh, well, I counted. You keep saying I got like 20. I have 13. And one of the ones you got me last week does not fit. It's like a slim fit, and it feels like it's a medium, not a large. I'm struggling to button it in the front. It's like pulling at the buttons. I'm like, that one's not going to work. I will probably never fit in that.
It's like it fit, but then you just started nursing and it doesn't fit anymore. That's the way I could describe that. When does school start? Next Wednesday, I think.
Yeah. They get out May 22nd. They got out early this year, and they got out early next year too. So they get an extra week earlier. They're not going as long. They used to go until like June 6th. But the school district's kind of shifting to out earlier, start earlier.
If you live in the UK and you want Goodwill pricing, you need to go to the car boots.
Yep.
That's where it's at, man. We get the best deal at the car boots. I don't know where you're at in the UK, but if you're anywhere near South, I have to say Ford might be my 100%.
We will be hitting Ford
like
a couple times.
K&D in Whitstable too.
Yeah, that one's good.
K&T, not K&D, but
that one's by the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna
See, I'm already getting crackle on this one. So go back to this one.
Let this dry up for a second. What do you guys think? You can kind of see it there. But it's just a candlestick with a fake plastic light up candle in it. Took it apart, and now we've got this really fun little pedestal. If you had a cloche, it would be perfect to do like a little arrangement in there.
Jennifer, the July pictures have shipped. If you go to the website, the picture gets updated every month. Caitlin, can you drop the link for the subscription? But they ship as you're billed, and people get billed all month long. So it depends on whenever you sign up, that's when the day that you're going to get billed every month, and then your papers will ship after that. And I think the girls are pretty well on top of it. So if you've been billed, it has shipped or will ship.
I think we had, I think this morning when I looked, we had like 18 to ship out, but most of those were from like the last 2 days.
Okay, yeah. So just know that your papers, we don't ship them all at once. We ship them after you're billed, and everybody gets billed out based off when they sign up. And Caitlin did drop the link, so make sure you click that, and you can see this month's subscriptions, and you can sign up until the 12th for the stencils.
I actually don't have any printed out right now because I just took them all.
Okay. The stencils as well as the paper subscriptions. So
let me go grab my
candlestick.
candlestick.
Looking pretty good, actually. Liking it. Getting layers on there. You're welcome, Jen. If you ever have questions, or sorry, Jennifer, I don't know if you like to be called Jen. If you ever have questions, it's great to ask them in here, but if I ever miss it, because that does happen, please email info@jamierayvintage.com, and Caitlin will make sure you're taken care of. And a lot of things she just knows the answers to.
All right, so I'm going to distress this. This has got a built-in sealer. I'll distress that a little bit on the bottom. It's metal, so I don't think I'm going to do any dark oil wax or anything because it's not going to stick to anything. But liking the way this turned out, and this is what I'm talking about when I'm like home decor, crafting supplies from the thrift store. Jamie got these wood rounds. We didn't know what projects we were going to do with them, but we've been finding these little candlesticks or things to make small pedestals out of them, and every single one of them has sold very quickly.
Yeah, and I think I sold all the rest of the rounds so that way people can make their own. So I think we're out. But I definitely will pick up more if I find them in the wood
and that is not
section.
difficult. Next week, I have a bunch of wood scraps left over from my project that I did, and I want to do something with those. So watch for that next week. We'll probably be doing something from scratch next week, because I either need to throw them away or get rid of them, because I have scraps from the last project that I still have, and I'm just starting to hoard scraps and not do anything with them.
We cannot throw them away.
Well, that's what they're good. I mean, the lumber I'm using is $68 a sheet, so you don't want to leave any of that unused.
We do need to work on these stairs, so if there are any, we need to do new stair treads. And you couldn't use them for treads, I don't think, but we need to do new upper risers. We have some.
So those risers are the way they are because
we use scraps,
and they would also make the steps not deep enough if you go too much thicker.
Well, also we need to do the stairs and down to the
But that's
basement.
also like an indoor winter project. We have actually limited amount of time of summer. We have until about November.
Well, before the greenhouse
outdoor.
gets started, we are painting that side of the house.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I don't think that's happening this week.
And I need to do the mudroom.
We have a football varsity game on Friday night, and then we have jamboree on Saturday. So we might be.
Football season's going. School starts next week, and football's in full swing. And that means cheer is in full swing because Eliza has to go to all the football things.
But Eliza cheers for varsity now, so we don't have to go to the earlier game.
Yeah, we can do the Friday night game and be
When
done.
will we get to see Zeb's project? Zeb's project Today. Will be up on the Jamie and Zeb channel.
Jamie doesn't seem like she wants to go thrifting right away today. She needs some time to sit and take a breath from traveling yesterday. She got home at like 9:30 last night.
Well, and
Zeb, there's a lot of like.
Zeb, bless his heart, put all my stuff back in, but the closet is like.
Oh, you just told him.
What?
You're not good at keeping secrets.
The laundry needs to be put up, so that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm too tired. I'm getting there with this thing. Oh, it's like cracking so good. I will show you guys up close.
There will be our baby chicks. I realized I filmed them and never showed the video of them real small. So you'll get some baby chicks small, but they're about 3/4 of the way grown. Like they're getting big. Well, as big as they're going to get. They're silky bantams. The neighbor, Angie, has named the little orange one George, and she goes and visits him every day and holds him.
We don't know that it's a him.
It might be.
Well,
it is one of the bigger birds.
If it is a him, he's
I
gonna
told
have
her,
to be
I'm
one
like,
that you keep because you can only keep
I told
one.
her because we got them unsexed. So we
You only have
could
to keep
have
one
9 roosters and 1 hen. Who knows? There's several of them that are smaller, and I think for sure those are hens. But last time we did this, we ended up with 6 roosters, and you can have 6 roosters because if you know anything about farming, your roosters will wear your poor little hens out.
And if you don't know about that, ask your mom.
I think you're all old enough.
I feel like you're all old enough to know if a daddy rooster and a mama hen love each other very much.
But anyway, so all that, I feel like I say all that to say that story came about because I can't keep all the roosters. Like they just can't stay. And they start fighting too. They fight with each other.
We had like 20 hens and 2 roosters were too many.
Yep.
Or we had to get rid of one.
Well, he hurt his leg too. He got caught in the fence.
Oh, the paint will chip off onto your projects if there's paint on it. But it does keep the counter clean. And we probably use ours way past
this drop cloth is an old one that I just grabbed because I was in a hurry. And the other ones are almost to the point where they're like this one anyway. Like we just need to get new ones.
What time is it?
We're bad about it. I go to the hardware store probably no less than 3 times a week, and I never remember drop cloths.
Yeah, we need some new ones. Probably should get like new ones every couple of weeks so it looks nicer on camera.
Yeah, it does not take us very long with as many projects as we paint to have a drop cloth looking pretty crusty. And this one has been spray painted with the paint sprayer. That's why you see all this provincial on here. It's just overspray. Okay.
You know, they always say anyone's cheaper than UPS, but we actually have looked up other things when we were in. The problem that I have when I was shipping in England, since somebody talked about it, I looked up a click and ship place that'll come pick up, but there's nowhere to drop off specifically, and you can't always just have people pick up. And for us, it's about convenience. And once it gets to the US, UPS is much easier to deal with than these
UPS wins at customs. I will say that they are. And if you lose something, they can usually find it. Like they know where it's at.
So they're not great in the UK as they are here. But once it gets to the US, it's pretty easy to deal with. Eventually, we'll probably get a container, but that's not going to happen for a while. Hey, Jack, find something to do. Just don't stare at me. Actually, probably haven't brushed your teeth today, so that would be a good option.
As far as the container goes, like we need to take a longer trip.
Yeah.
And also, we would probably buy more furniture. But then if we get furniture, we'd have to have somewhere to put it. So the barn would have to be pretty cleaned out before we left, which we could do. That's not a big deal. There's stuff in the barn that I haven't looked at in 2 years because it's buried behind other stuff. We bought a hutch a year and a half ago that we were going to finish right away, and it's still in there.
That hutch was free.
Okay, free hutch.
But now it's not free anymore because we've had real estate is money. Every inch you got to pay a rent for has a dollar amount attached to it.
One of the advices is, I guess I could say as I'm getting older, but I don't feel old. I'm gonna be 44 this year. But
there's always somebody older than
one of the things I've been telling the kids, I'm like, when you're looking at doing things with your life, if I had one piece of advice that I would have done in my 20s is you don't ever get more time. It's the most valuable commodity you have. So if something's taking a long time to do and you could have paid someone to do it, do it. But also
pay people to do things?
Listen, I saved on the project I did. I just saved $9,000. I could not have made that up in the amount of time.
It might have looked slightly different. The only thing is, like, when you do it yourself, sometimes I like it when they like have a really slick factory finish.
I don't like a slick factory finish, so I'm good. But anyway, and land. You don't ever get more land. So Invest early and often, kids. I told Harrington, I'm like, if you can find a way to get out of renting and just own your home for like 10 years, you almost are set. Because if the equity you're going to build over 10 years, if you got to move or do something different versus like just renting, is huge. It'll put you in such a good position by the time you hit like your 40s. You can almost like move and go pay cash for something if you've got enough equity built in a house. Or you can buy a bigger house and start building equity in that and then use that to retire. No, just advice from Zeb that I wish I would have taken much earlier in life.
But I mean, part of what we do is make videos. So that, yes. I mean, that is part of it. But one of the things I'd really love to hire out, I'd love like a landscaper that like makes my yard look amazing, and I just
we could just hire Todd, his crew, but he does more commercial. Our backyard neighbor does commercial landscaping, and his yard looks like a park. And I'm not talking like city park. I'm talking like Palace Park.
It's not that fancy. It's just grass and trees. But
he could do more with
he does mow.
He could do more with planting. I'm talking like his grass. Like his grass looks like a golf course green.
He does mow.
And his trees are all immaculately trimmed, pruned back.
Oh, I need to get Harrington my recipe for the birthday cake that he likes. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
He asked me yesterday, but I was driving.
Do you have, I need to put.
I'm just using water, guys. That wet distresses it, but it will also activate the milk paint. So just know that you could be causing a whole world of trouble here, but I love trouble. So.
Okay, that's your black brush. Do you have a brush out for your sealer?
Nope, I used it in here because I didn't want to wash it. So I'm just gonna heat gun the water. That'll force it to chip and crack. Just be careful because it could also bubble. There's a sealer underneath it.
You guys want to see? We were in the garden this morning. Let me show you the difference between heirloom tomatoes and...
well, these are not just heirloom. They're also like different colors too.
Well, that's what makes them special.
We got tomatoes and...
This tomato is on the verge of being overripe. It is so yummy and juicy. And then this is like Costco tomatoes.
I make an Italian cream cake.
This tomato, like, it's like eating a piece of fruit. It's so good.
Italian cream cake, it's like, I use a box cake. I use a box white cake. And then I put cheesecake pudding in it. I always add an extra egg. I use milk instead of water. And then I used to put coconut in it, and usually pecans. And then the frosting is a homemade cream cheese frosting with toasted coconut and pecans on the top. That's him and Odelia, my mom. That's like their favorite cake. All right, I'm going to show you guys up close the chippy and crackle that we're getting with milk paint without using a crackle medium. That is just what milk paint do. But it's because I've been using the heat gun and I've been wet distressing. So it's good that you guys see this in real time because we get people say my milk paint isn't cracking. Well, it just did it.
You got to force it. All right. Golden ticket. This is the same I did. And then you didn't see it, but I just brushed it off down here on the counter because I just want to hit the edges. This is going to give us like a good kind of French provincial. Anytime you add gold to a neutral color, it falls on, especially like if it's something ornate or kind of more fancy with a lot of detail.
Thanks to Marie Antoinette, gold is very French.
It instantly falls under the French country category. Like all,
in our church.
Like,
well, to us, I don't know. Some people are like, that's not French country. I'm like, well, that's what I call it.
French provincial, French country, you call it what you want.
You can call it the Jamie and Zeb
I just
treatment.
used provincial paint on here. And my brush is dry. I'm basically dry brushing this gold patina, the golden ticket on here.
I might have it on my old food blog, the recipe. I'll look for it, but I basically told you the recipe. It's not like anything fantabulous. For Odelia, if I make it, I sometimes will make the cake from scratch because she can't have, she has to have kamut or gluten-free. And gluten-free is not yummy, so I just use kamut.
I don't know if this candlestick sold. We just got it this week. I did one like this in Monday's video.
That's not the one they didn't want painted, is it?
I don't think so.
What time is it?
If it is, I'm
Time to
sorry. Time to go to what?
Is it time to go?
For what?
I
Oh,
don't know.
Redrick's home. Yeah, we're overtime.
I just didn't know if it's time for the video to be over.
We're just painting and chatting. Like, we're just going.
I need to wax that.
I got to seal my project
Do you
up.
have clear out?
Clear wax? No. It'll be in there. I just used it.
I'm going to finish this one. Then I can do this one off camera. What is the best medium to do some repairs on edge details of an ornate frame? So are you trying to recast it? You can also just use like Bondo, or plastic wood, or if you need to recast it, you can make a mold and then you can use resin to recast the corner. Just kind of
quick. I need a paper towel. That was not dry. Yeah, it's 11:09, so we can wrap our projects up here.
Oh. All right, well, let me clear wax this. That's not very often that I only get one project done, and Zeb does two.
I wiped too much back. And now we've got to go back in with some more. I was going to do these. But I'm going to go soak them. They're complete with garden mud. These are sold too. If you don't know, I've been painting the handles on these and then just doing like IOD on somewhere on the piece. And I got a rake. I've not done a rake yet. So
we could just keep going and finish these. If Caitlin needs to go, she can.
Okay.
I used clear wax on this. So that way I could give a little bit of separation between the milk paint and my black wax. All
right. So
because there's no built-in sealer.
The thing that's awesome about painting, unless you're using a wax, I messed that up. I'm just going to repaint over it, dry it up, and then we're good to go. We're back going again.
Yeah, once you wax, you're done because wax is last. But you can use clear wax.
You can also wipe it off and dry it out. You can get wax off if you need to. Yeah, loving the gold and provincial mix. And I've just been doing it real subtle, like not full coverage, just like a dry brush. It uses such little golden ticket. Like I could probably do 100 candlesticks with a jar of this using as much golden ticket as I'm using. There we go. That brush is dry.
I'm not pushing hard on the mold because that's still setting up. But you can use clear wax almost like an eraser. But what this does is it's going to make this look really old and decrepit. And it's also going to make all the crackle in the milk paint stick out. I'll show you guys up close. I need another paper towel. I'm going to need the whole roll. It's getting very situational.
Okay. I like that a lot. I'm pretty happy with it. And then, oh, she's really getting after it.
Well, I got a little too dark waxy.
The last little bit that I need to do is seal the top because the paint has sealer, the transfer does not. I had a brush out here. Where'd that go?
I don't know.
Oh, I think I just used it on the gold. Well, that's a big brush for what I'm doing, but it'll be all right. So once I seal this over the top of this transfer, this will be nice and solid, wipeable. We'll hit the edges so that it has similar sheen.
I was fine until I got black wax on my shirt. Leslie says I'm good with nose paint. Thanks. Just practice.
It's just like anything, you know, once you've done it a few times, you kind of know what's going to happen.
It took me like 5 times to really like it. It did take me a little bit to like figure out how to do it on raw wood because it doesn't like chip. But if you do the layers like I did and then seal it with a gloss, it will crack and chip. And then use the heat gun. Okay. All right, Zeb, cover your face so that way there we go. No, cover again.
Is that working?
There we go. It's old and crusty, man. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other one, but off camera. They won't look exactly the same because that's how milk paint is. I used Final Finishes and gloss, but you could probably get away with satin. Gloss is just what I had. If you don't like chippy, then this you could have just painted it with one color and moved on. Are you finishing up that?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm just distressing a little.
All right, guys, if you need paint and or do you want to keep going, like finish those other things?
No, that's okay.
All right.
I think we can, I got to print something off to fit this anyway, so
Okay.
I can't even finish it.
If you guys need paint and products, visit JamieRayVintage.com. And if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more.
DIY.
And thrifting.
Also, real quick before she hits the button, on this duck, we didn't get to it. I'm just going to fill in this crack where the head's been broken off and then heavy distress the duck instead of trying to repaint it.
All right, that should be good. Bye, you guys.